Good morning, everyone. Scott Maybor here with your Medicare Missive from the pond for Friday, the 25th of April. Hope you're all having a good day and have a wonderful weekend. So, two things related to name issues with Medicare/Social Security and how difficult it is to fix them, why it's important to fix them. You can't ignore this stuff. And there's very little that I can do because only Social Security can make these problems go away. So the first one was an email I got yesterday, meeting with them today. The guy's assistant is very upset that the name is incorrect on his drug plan. So he got his card from the drug plan carrier, and he's unhappy that they left a letter off of his name at the end. So instead of being Jones, it's Joan. So I called the carrier and I said, there's an error, may have been my fault, I may have mistyped the name. And their response was, that's exactly as it appears in Social Security's records and therefore Medicare's records. So I went back to the gentleman's assistant and said, there's nothing I can do to fix this. This is as it appears in Social Security's records. Now, I don't know exactly how old he is. I'm guessing he's 70. I'm assuming he's had a Social Security card. He's been getting letters from Social Security. Well, they don't do that anymore, but he logs into Social Security. He applied for Medicare. He has a Medicare card. The name is incorrect on all of this. He has never told me, oh, by the way, my name has an S at the end, and my Social Security card, my Medicare card don't have that. What do I do to fix that? So he waited until he got his drug card in the mail, and the drug card follows what's on file. I can't change that. So I might have even typed the application correctly, and they purposely dropped off that extra letter because they made a correction based on the file. So that's problem one. And the only way he can get that corrected, and this is what I'm going to tell his assistant today, he needs to call Social Security, which will be difficult. He'll need to provide documentation. I mean, it's a pain in the neck. He's going to have to go through all that. I cannot do it for him. The other person who I just got off the phone with about half an hour ago, she has Mary Jane Smith, but she also uses her maiden name. So her last name is not hyphenated, but it's Jones Smith. So Mary Ann Jones Smith, Ann being the middle name. Somewhere along the way, Social Security has listed, they've dropped the A for Ann, and they added whichever name I said was her maiden name, is now her middle name. So it's Mary Joan as her middle name, Smith as her last name. That is incorrect. It's Mary A. Joan Smith. She just retired. She loses coverage May 1st from her employer. She'll have to go on COBRA. She applied for Medicare. She can't get Medicare to go through. Can't log in. All kinds of issues on the Social Security site. She finally reaches somebody by phone, and they say, we can't put this through. You can't log in. Your credentials on your license and what's on file with Social Security do not match. Her name has been changed incorrectly, apparently. So she went to the Social Security office. Somebody there worked on it for about over an hour, she said. Can't get it to go through. There is no way to fix this without her now going to probate court and have her name legally changed. So she spoke to a lawyer there who helped her fill out the paperwork. They said 2 to 3 months to process the name change. She asked if that could be expedited, so she had to go through another whole process to get this expedited. 4 to 6 weeks for the expedition. Then, once her name is legally changed, she has to go to Social Security and have them legally change her name. Once Social Security legally changes her name to what it should be, or what she wants it to be, then she can apply to Medicare. So she's probably not going to have Medicare for at least 3 months, best case scenario. because if it's going to take the courts 4 to 6 weeks to process, and Social Security, God knows how long to process the name change, and then she applies to Medicare and they say 4 to 6 weeks, you're talking 3+ months. And this is all because of a minor name incorrection, error that she probably could have picked up on years ago, but paid no attention. If your name is incorrect in the file, it will cause you issues. If your date of birth is transposed, so instead of March 11th, you have November 3rd, that's going to be a problem. If you notice these problems, the time to fix them is not when you're waiting for your Medicare card or your drug plan card to show up. It's years before, when you have no time pressure and you can get this done at your convenience. In both of these cases, this is going to take hours of effort to make this right. And at least, in the case of the first guy, he's got his drug card, he's got his Medicare card. It's just he's missing a letter in his last name. In her case, she can't even apply for Medicare. She is not only going to be on COBRA, which is not ideal if you're over 65 for a number of reasons, she's got late penalties. So there's question about how much coverage she has through COBRA, because COBRA is not allowed if you're on if you are eligible for Medicare. So I don't know if she's considered eligible for Medicare or not. She's old enough, but they're refusing it. So I think she may have an argument there, but she will have a late penalty for both her drug plan and her Part B for every month drug plan after 63 days, for every month that she misses. And that she asked me if she could appeal it. I said, you can try. This is kind of a unique circumstance, but typically they do not waive the late penalty. So she will pay that late penalty for the rest of her life on both her Part D and her Part B, because the name is incorrect. She's apparently never noticed it, so never did anything to correct it. And now we're jumping through hoops, more her than me, to get this fixed in a timely manner so she can get her Medicare. Pay attention, be aware, and fixing these things is hard. It's time consuming, and it's not getting better. Eliminating staff and reducing hours and eliminating field offices is not making this an easier process. It's making it much harder. So be aware that if you notice a problem, get it fixed sooner rather than later, because waiting is not going to benefit you in any way. Let me know if I can help. Let me know if you have questions. Always happy to get responses. Like and share, and have a great weekend. Thank you.